Om Shri Ganeshaya Namaha. Om Shri Saraswatyai Namaha. Om Shri Gurubhyo Namaha. Na guroradhikam tattvam, na guroradhikam tapaha, tattvajnanat param nasti. Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha. Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha. Om Shri Chinmaya Sadgurave Namaha. Greetings, wishes, prayers and regards to each and every one of you on this very special Aradhana day of our most dear, revered Pujya Gurudev Swami Chinmayanandaji. In the Shastra, there is a comparison given between Shastra and the Guru. Shastra itself gives a comparison. The Shastras say that Shastra is like a vast ocean, very vast. Anantavai Vedaha, very vast, infinite, vast ocean. When you see extent of ocean, so vast, so much of water. But if you go to drink the water, salty. And also it is dangerous. Isn't it? But then, Guru is like a cloud. The same water becomes a cloud. And then when the water showers, that's the purest water. Is it not? And that is life-giving water. Same water, when the Guru gives, that becomes the most auspicious, the most valuable, the most pure, most useful, life-giving water. So this is the example Shastra itself gives. So all Gurus and our own Guru also, they have done this kripa for all of us. And what is that? They have taken the Shastra and given to us. And the Shastra also gives one more example. Many times we would hear lotus feet of the Guru, lotus feet of the Guru. Whenever I used to hear, I used to think, Guru's feet like lotus. What is the comparison? Eyes like lotus, yes, the petals of the lotus. Face like lotus, yes, understand. Even hands like lotus, okay, we can understand. But feet like lotus, so soft, that means lazy, is it not? Foot is so soft, lazy. Sometimes you touch somebody's, so soft, no work the person is doing, you're so soft. Every work others are doing. What is this comparison? Again, the Shastra itself explains what it is. See, the lotus, such a beautiful flower, full of nectar. But who benefits from this lotus? Frogs. Nearby lotus they are there. Fishes. No. Neither those croaking frogs, nor those very excited fishes. But who gets to benefit? Some bees from somewhere far away. they come. And they come to the lotus, they go round, then settle down, and then put their proboscis deep inside and suck the honey. In the same way, who is benefited from the Guru? The Shishyas, the Sadhakas, the Jignasus, the Mumukshus. So many people from so far and wide. Somehow, the bees we do not know how the bee comes to know that the lotus is here. Bee finds out. Somewhere far away also, the one who is keen for this knowledge, they come and they benefit from the Guru. Who are the bees? We are all the bees. We are benefiting. This day, actually, what is this Aradhana day? Aradhana day is the day of the dissolution of the embodiment of the Guru into the finite, into the infinite. The finite form merging into the infinite form. In other words, if you put it in a normal day, death. But there is no death for these Mahatmas. As the Prashnopanishad says, they remain. The Shodasha Kala Purusha. They say the infinite merges all aspects. But one aspect remains, it is said. Nama remains. The Guru's name remains. In other words, the Guru is remembered by all of us. The Guru is not forgotten. Because Guru is not a person. Guru is that Lord Himself manifesting the infinite, manifesting in the form of the finite to bless us with that knowledge that we seek. Because directly from the infinite we are not able to get it. Directly from the ocean we can't drink. So you have the clouds. And we are all the bees. Not frogs. Not the fishes. But the bees. Aradhana day. Aradhana means worship. The greatest worship of the Guru, the greatest worship of the Guru. So many forms of worship. Kayika, Vachika, Manasika, so many forms are there. Right? Now what we did, puja. Kaya Vang Mana, Pujanam, Japas, Chintanam. So many forms of worship of the Guru is there. Puja we do. Kayika. Vachika we did also. Ajaya Namaha, Om Shri Chinmaya Sadgurave Namaha, Ajaya Namaha, Namaha. So many names also. Vachika. Dhyana also. Dhyaya Chinmaya Arandam. But you know what is the greatest Aradhana of Guru? The greatest Aradhana worship, the greatest worship of the Guru is to live by the teachings of the Guru. That is the greatest. But if we do not know what the teachings are, how do we live by the teachings? Luckily for all of us, we are all staying here and we have exposure to Gurudev's wisdom, knowledge. The Guru is not interested in he being great. The Guru is interested in you becoming great. That is the Guru's purpose. And that is why lamp. From the lamp, you light and you get lamp. Right? So, the greatest Aradhana of the Guru is to live by the teachings. Interestingly, the word live is very close to the word leave. The word live and leave are all very close. Whether you live the teaching or whether you leave the teachings, beware. It's very close. I remember one teaching which I will share, and with that we conclude. long back when I was a young boy, Swami Purushothamanji, one of our Swamijis, was conducting in Uttarkashi a camp on Mandukya Upanishad. So I wanted to go there. First time I am going to Himalayas. And I have heard that in Himalayas tapas is done. So I wanted to know. I am going to Himalayas, so I should also do some tapas. What? So I also asked Gurudev, I am going to Uttarkashi, Himalayas. What tapas I should do? 17 years I must be. 16, 17 years. He looked at me. Ha 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 ha. He laughed. And then he said, yes, you want to do tapas? Yes, good. And then he told me, keep your mind where your hand is. What did he say? Keep your mind where your hand is. What does it mean? Keep your mind where your hand is. Meaning, now I am talking. When I am talking, I should only do this. I should not think, I am talking well, no, today? No. Others, how they are? No. You should do what you do with full attention. That is tapas. What you do, you should do with full attention. That is tapas. That is true. Later on, after I grew up and studying, then I know, yes. Chittaikagryam paramam tapaha. Manascha indriyanam aikagryam paramam tapaha. That is true. What Gurudev said is true. Right? So one teaching. What is the teaching? Keep your mind where your hand is. So whatever we do with full attention. That itself is worship of the Lord. That is tapas. Gurudev used to say, very often he used to say, don't the mind, he says, leaks, leaks. Past, present and future, he would say. Very interesting, he would say. Regrets of the past, anxieties of the future, feverish excitement in the present are all distractions. What are the three? Regrets of the past, forget it. Anxieties of the future, forget about it. Excitement in the present. Instead of that, remember the Lord and do what you have to do. And when you do what you have to do, keep your mind fully in what you are doing and offer it as worship unto the Lord. This is a tapas. Ma manusmara yudhyacha, as Bhagavan Shri Krishna gives instruction to Arjuna. So what is the greatest Aradhana of our Guru? The greatest Aradhana of the Guru is to follow the teachings of our Guru. Okay. And we should be not like frogs. We should not be like fishes. We should be like bees. Interest. I want to know what is the truth. Go deep, deep, deep. Bee goes, puts proboscis deep and takes the honey. Right? And Guru is like what? Guru is like the cloud. Shastra is like the ocean. We are grateful for Bhagavan to give us such a master who taught the scriptures in such a very easy way, understandable way, and who taught the scriptures, who did not teach about the scriptures, who taught the scriptures to everyone with no differentiation, discrimination. He taught to all. Such is our Master, Udara Hridayaya Namaha. Om Shri Chinmaya Sadgurave Namaha. Om Shri Chinmaya Sadgurave Namaha. Om Shri Chinmaya Sadgurave Namaha. These few words we offer it at the lotus feet of our Guru as our Vak Puja.